Let's shift our focus to what could be limits in the international community's sanctions on Pyongyang for its nuclear missile provocations. One is the surging price of North Korean coal being exported to China. But since the coal is used for livelihood-related trade, it doesn't appear the UN Security Council can do much to stop it. Connie Kim explains further.
The price of North Korean coal exported to China has surged almost 70%, providing Pyongyang with extra funds for its nuclear weapons development. Citing China's financial data provider, the Wall Street Journal reported Tuesday that the average price of the North's anthracite coal peaked at $99 a ton in recent weeks from around $59 in August. The report attributed the price surge to China's restrictions of its own coal output this year and heavy rainfall in July. It said Pyongyang and Beijing's coal trade highlights the flaws in efforts to choke off funding for the regime's nuclear weapons program. North Korea was the third largest coal supplier to China last year and exported 2.5 million tons of the fossil fuel to its traditional ally in August, the highest monthly total on record. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry previously pinpointed a livelihood-related loophole in the current sanctions that has allowed the coal trade between the two to flourish.
Greatest amount of coal and the greatest amount of revenue historically has just passed between China and North Korea. And that is hardly putting in place the kinds of sanctions that ought to be in place.
Some experts say restricting coal exports could take place with a change in the current reporting system within China.
It is the trade transactions for the livelihood purposes. Then the transactions could be authorized. But if we change this reporting system to the tougher monitoring system, probably the coal trade between the North and China will be decreased significantly.
However, the overriding consensus is that Beijing is unlikely to make such a decision, as the Chinese government does not want to see any serious turbulence in the north. The UN Security Council is aiming to close the loopholes in the existing sanctions, but progress is proving slow because of objections from China. China's ambassador to the UN reportedly said Beijing was against hurting the well-being of the North Korean people by closing the loophole. Connie Kim, Arirang News.